Well, I'm very happy to welcome today with me QSRP and Deloitte. Um, so, QSRP might not ring a bell with the general public, but some of your brands do. Could you tell us a bit more about your company?
Yes, of course, QSRP is a known name to most of us, but if I tell you about Burger King and Quick in Belgium, of course, we ring a bell. We are a leader in a QSR market in Western Europe, and we are present in 7 countries, Italy, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Germany, Switzerland, with a very important brand, and you can recognize them when you go around the street. You can find Burger King, Quick in Belgium, Italy, Luxembourg, Nordic in Germany and Austria, French tacos, and we are happy to announce that soon we will have a new brands in the UK with a new segment, noodles, with a chopstick acquisition, and this will be part of our family and onboarding in our SAP ecosystem.
Okay, great, thank you. So, your baseline is every number counts. Does that also apply to your IT strategy?
Yes, indeed. This is our company motto and apply to all our department, especially in the IT. We follow a more analytical approach to understand the number and the origin of the number, the source of the number, and how we can improve the data quality of the number. So the end user has a better quality of the number and a better knowledge of how to use the number. And for us, it's important also to simplify some action so the user can really be focused on what really matters. So every number matters for QSRP, and we need to do our best working with SAP to unleash the best for us.
So, it's all about becoming data driven, that's what I hear you saying.
Correct, indeed.
Okay, great. You've opted for an SAP public cloud solution. How does that fit in your digitalization strategy?
Before the implementation of SAP Public Cloud, as I said before, we are present in a lot of countries, a lot of brands, heterogeneous brands. And before the implementation, the company has a very different ERP system. And the SAP Public Cloud was the start to work all together, and following the approach with Deloitte, the fit to standard approach based on standard procedure, we were able to achieve a very fast release in time, in budget, and organizational goals has been fitted. So SAP Public Cloud fit 100% our business requirement, technology, and organization.
Okay, interesting. So we've already heard a few benefits as a reason why to move to the public cloud. But Mark, maybe you can tell us a bit more, like what other benefits do you see and what role did Deloitte play in this?
Yes, indeed. Well, if I look at the project we did at QSRP, I think a number of things pop out. First of all, indeed the fact that from a business perspective, you have now what you can say one version of the truth. All different brands are working in the same way, the same data structures, etc., etc. So that's very, very nice because, in fact, it's one type of business, fast food restaurants, and there is really comparability between the figures. Secondly, the fact that you have a public cloud solution means that you can act very quickly. As you know, QSRP is growing a lot, organically, but also through acquisitions. So it's very important to be able to quickly integrate an acquisition. Again, then you achieve that comparability, and you know if your acquisition is a success. And then also, other benefits obviously from IT side. I think the fact that you adhere strictly to a standard means that your total cost of ownership really remains low. And I think that's something nice that we can see right now. The system is being used now for almost more than 2 years. And you really see there that, for example, the support is really lots more cost efficient than it was before. So that's quite significant.
Okay, great. So looking back at everything you've been doing with QSRP, what recommendations would you have for other companies embarking on a similar journey?
Well, I think our main lesson learned, not only at QSRP, but in general, is that you need to spend a lot of attention to change management. Adopting a public cloud solution means that you adopt this as it is. And that's easier said than done. Because especially if companies come from, for an old SAP version, ECC or even S4, with customizations, it's very difficult to go back to standard. It's obviously it's clearly possible, but you need in your workshops, you need strong, experienced people that can convince the client that these best practice processes are the way to work. And that's quite important, because otherwise you end up in long discussions on how things could be done in a different way, and that's not the purpose of a public cloud solution. So that's really a key lesson learned. Another one is the importance of a good analysis of the integrations. Again, the good thing of public cloud solution is that your project throughput time is rather is lower, let's say, than with classical implementations, but often also defined by the effort you need to spend to integrations. And these are, so that's something that needs to be closely monitored and well analyzed before starting the project. And I think a third lesson learned, that is that as you do these projects in an agile way, you build the client solution, let's say, with those typical, let's say, iterations. It's crucial that a number of key decisions are taken up front. And with that I mean, you have chart of accounts, is a big piece of work. You have the analytical structure with your cost and profit centers. Defining the enterprise structure up front is really key to afterwards gain the speed that you are looking for.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing those tips. Maybe one last question. What is your game plan for the future?
Our game plan for the future will be to grow, and SAP will support us during our growing, inorganic and organic growth. As I said before, we are going to acquire a new brand, and SAP will be the backbone of also the new company, and the implementation will be easy because we already set up all the expectation, all the flow, following the best practice. We keep the core clean. So we have all in line, and the new company will be a kind of plug-in integration. And we are curious. So we are curious to new technology, new implementation, new features that SAP can offer. So that's why we are always, since we have a cloud solution, we are always in our hand the best product on the market. We receive upgrade every 6 months, and we have to be good to understand which feature is good for us, which not, how we can adapt to the business, how we can present it to the business in order to offer a better product and experience to the end user.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for your time and for sharing your insights and your vision with us. And I wish you a very nice rest of the day.
Thank you very much.